New York Giants are back at home for Week 9 on a 3-game losing streak.
Pressure, passes high, and intercepted. And the third loss in a row upcoming for the Giants. A high throw by Jones.
They take on the Washington Commanders and their miracle worker.
Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught! Caught! It's a miracle! Oh my goodness!
Not sure what the previous top 5 all-time plays in Washington history were. One would assume that one cracked it. Not sure what other boxes Jayden Daniels has left to crack. We're only in Week 9, man. 320-plus yards against an elite defense. No picks last week.
61 yards! The longest pass play of Daniels' young career.
Giants pass defense he gets this week, 30th in rating allowed for the year, gave up 275-plus yards and a 114-plus rating to Russell Wilson last week.
Extra men on the rush, floated, downfield, and caught! Touchdown, Austin!
Giants secondary gave up lots of yards to Pittsburgh wideouts, a 116.9 rate allowed to wide receivers in 2024. That's 32nd. This should excite Terry McLaurin, 125 Week 8 yards, 98-plus yards 3 of his last 4 games now.
Down the middle, wide open, and McLaurin with his second catch of the game, and look at him fight for yardage.
Tight end Zach Ertz led them in targets last week, 7 catches, 77 yards, 40-plus yards, 3 straight games.
As Daniels throws a strike to Ertz.
Washington's offense only put up 18 points last week, way under their season average. Chicago's defense top shelf. New York's more like Tito's mid-shelf, and it's due to their top-rated pass rush. New York leads the league in sacks, added 4 more last week. Azeez Ojulari 2, Brian Burns 1.
In trouble here, and brought down with a sack.
Daniels took 2 sacks last week. He's gotten solid pass protection, generally speaking. Hasn't been an issue, really. He escapes plenty of pressure with those legs, 52 rush yards versus the Bears.
Rushing 5, and look at this. He's going to be right at the first down marker.
Washington's run game multi-layered. Brian Robinson, 65 yards, 4.1 a run last week.
Breakaway run by Robinson.
Austin Eckler, the home run threat, 52 yards, 7.4 per carry.
Look at this, he's just going to run it with Eckler. He's going to pick up massive yardage. Blocker's out ahead, but he can only go so far.
Their ground game lined up to do some damage in this one. New York gave up 5.4 run to Pittsburgh runners, 167 rush yards. They are last versus running backs, giving up 5.4 a carry to the position.
Big number 22. Out of bounds inside the 10.
G-Man's inability to handle Pittsburgh's rush attack, part of the reason they gave up 26 points, higher than their season average. Their offensive output, 18 points, on par with their body of work. It's a Homer Simpson-like body.
Pressure off the edge. Watt returns the favor.
Stacked against a Washington defense coming off its best showing of the year, Commanders quietly 10th in points per game allowed for the season now.
He's going to be taken down by Louvu or someone else.
Can they play the pass as well again this week? This is a team 28th in rating allowed for the year. Against Caleb Williams, though, just 131 yards, a sub-60 rate.
Washington all over it. Not enough space there.
Now they get Daniel Jones, low 70s rate last week. No touchdowns, 1 interception. His play subpar 3 games in a row.
Pressure, passes high for Slayton.
Washington's pass rush could be a problem for Jones. They pressured Williams, a fat Albert, 51% of the time, sacked him twice. They are tied for 7th in QB takedowns in 2024.
And he's down at the 25-yard line.
Giants, 30th in sacks taken for the year, took 4 more last week.
Breaks down, Jones is sacked.
When Jones throws, has Wan'Dale Robinson, Theo Johnson, 30 to 35 yards each versus Pittsburgh. Darius Slayton led the team with 108.
Jones able to unload for Slayton, and he's got it down inside the 20 to the 16.
Malik Neighbors led the team with 13 targets, 71 yards.
Protection holds up. This one is caught by Neighbors.
Washington held DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze all in check. They didn't play DeAndre Swift well, though, and haven't played running backs well in 2024, allowing 5.1 a run to backs.
Look at Swift. Take it to the Washington side of the 50. Down the sideline he goes, and he's galloping home for the game's first touchdown.
Tyrone Tracy could work with that if he plays. He left late with a concussion. He left with 145 yards on 7.3 a carry plus a score. Rookie has 2 games with 125 plus rush yards.
Here is Tracy, turns on the Jets, and he is in for the touchdown.
Round 2 for these two, week 2, Neighbors 127 yards, but Washington beat New York 21-18. Rush attack led the way, Daniels 40-plus yards, Robinson 130-plus.